Today in this class, I am going to teach you something about prepositions, and in this unit 99, I shall teach you about prepositions, places, prepositions for places, and there are three parts of prepositions of places. And in the first part, we should learn about in, at, and on, and the differences between them. So we first in, like we use in a room, and in a shop, in a car, in the water, in a garden, in a town, in the city center, or in France, for any country name like in India. And next, where is David? In the kitchen, in the garden, in London. What is in the box, or in that box, or in that bag, in that cupboard? So here we have to use in, and in. And Angela works in a shop, otherwise in a bank, otherwise in a factory. And I had a swim, it means I had a bath in the water, and I had a swim in the river, in the sea, maybe in the pond, in the lake. And now Milan is in the north of Italy. I live in the town, but I want to live in the country. And here the meaning of country is village. We can also say country for the nation, and country is for village. So here the meaning of the country is village. And now let's have a look at part 2. And here we are learning about at the bus stop, at the door, at the traffic lights, at her desk. And just in these prepositions, if we have any confusion, so just I'm going to explain you. We use at for any specific places. Here the person is at the red light, but he is not on the red light, he is nearby the red light. So we have to use here at, because here we have to use preposition at because we are using one of the specific places. So this is a specific place, so therefore we have to use here at, and at the bus stop. Next one is at the door. At this time the person is not exactly on the door, the person is nearby the door. So this is the specific place, nearby the room or inside the room maybe. So at the door. And next is at the traffic lights. So here traffic lights are also one of the specific place on the road. If I wanna just find you and I wanna meet you, and I am searching for you, you are searching for me, and just I said to you, please come dash red light. So I shall use the word at red lights or at traffic lights, not in or on. And the third one is at her desk. So here is also one of the specific places. And now next one is there is somebody at the bus stop, at the door, not on the door or not on the bus stop. We have to use at here because bus stop is also one of the specific places. And door, here the door is also this, but the person is not exactly here, the person is nearby the door. And the next one is the car is waiting at the traffic lights. So not here, nearby the traffic lights, here, otherwise here. And next is Julia is working at her desk. So Julia is working at her desk. Now the next is it is quite different. Try to understand this. At the top, at the bottom, at the end. We have to use at for top, for bottom, and for the end word. And of any things like for, you can say at the top of the page or at the bottom of the page. Here write your name at the top of the page. My house is at the end of the street. And now the third one is in part C is C. Here we have to understand this on. On is for on a shelf, and here the thing is on a shelf, and on a plate, and on a balcony, on the floor, on a wall, on a door, or on the ceiling. Here on a door and here at the door. So at the door is for the nearby of the door, and on the door is for exactly just something is on the door. Like let's suppose there is a nameplate on the door, not at the door, because we usually put the nameplate here sometimes. So here I'm sorry here. So nameplate. So at the door. And now just next one is on the door. Here is and on the ceiling is the area of your house, and the roof from downside, which you can see from your room, that is ceiling. And if you wanna just walk on that, so that is the roof from upper side. And there are some examples for this. There are some books on the shelf. So there is one shelf here and the books are on the shelf. And the next is and some pictures on the wall. So some pictures are on the wall, and there are a lot of apples on those trees. Don't sit on the grass, it is wet. So the condition of grass is wet, so it will be difficult for you to sit there. So on the grass. There is a stamp on the envelope. Also on a horse, if you are just riding a horse, you say on a horse, and on a bicycle, and on a motorbike. Who is that man on the motorbike? And here stamp on the envelope. So in this unit we have learned something about prepositions in, at, and on, but it is not a complete knowledge of in, at, and on. We also have to learn just unit second. I mean unit 100. This is unit 99, and for the places and prepositions for places. If you have any doubts in this topic, you could ask me. You could also ask me. You could write any comments, and you can ask there. Thank you very much for just paying attention.